If I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are. If I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are.
Cancer, how you doing, guys? So we're here to do a reading for you. So we are looking into hidden messages about your partner's life. Okay, so I'm going to change a lot of things up with the channel very soon. But stand by me is what I'm hearing. Stand by me. But if you like the music that is attached to the beginning of this intro and the video as well, I'm doing another channel that's called Lucid Dream Tarot Music, and they're hopefully channeled music, different genres and different feelings of different kinds of music that will be put out. And I'm looking for support from people from this channel to also hopefully join and watch some of the readings and stuff that will be coming out on the other channel too. A lot of that will be music and things as well. Well, mainly, okay, but hopefully people will join and take a look. It's called Lucid Dream Tarot Music, and you can find it towards the bottom in the description. It's towards the bottom, and you can also find other links to different places. The Broken Hearts Beat the Most for Facebook, that will be turned into a music channel as well. So let's see, so Cancer's, let's have a look into Cancer's partner's life. Cancer's partner's life, what's going on in Cancer's partner's life? So they've got the Two of Cups going on, which is hopefully you. So this is their life. So I can't say at the moment, but discussion. They want us to talk. They love you. They feel a connection between you. I feel that you're definitely mirroring one another at the moment. There's a reflection in the mirror that someone's trying to find. They're trying to find something in the reflection of a mirror, but an actual mirror themselves. I think they're looking at themselves. I feel that they're looking. I'm over here. Look who's talking is what I'm hearing. Look who's talking. It could have something to do with children that they've got going on, where it's like, look who's talking, like parenthood. But this is a commitment. Your partner is thinking about, well, I mean, it can be possible commitment, engagement, an engagement. I'm picking up an engagement. Now, it could be a party or an engagement. But Look Who's Talking was to do with pregnancy as well, the film. So John Travolta. So Look Who's Talking. I'm sure it's to do with children. So I think that they're going to talk to you about possible pregnancy or children, or that's what they've got going on in their life and in their mind. I think they're having a conversation with themselves in a mirror as if to say, how you doing? And they're trying to perfect something that they need to say. Perfect something that they need to say. Okay, so yeah, they're trying to take a risk. This is a gambler. This is trying to take a giant leap. But this is daring. They're daring. Someone's daring, or Darren or daring. Darren. I'm picking up the name Darren, but or Darnell. I picked up in another reading through Pisces, but because these can be channeled messages, but I'm picking up a giant leap. They're trying to take a leap. It's like leapfrog. Some of them are trying to cross the roads for you. It's a bit like going to put their coat down. So I think they're very gentleman-like, your partner, that would do anything for you, and they would cross any boundary. I feel like they're getting a little bit worried about something that they have to say. It's like a giant leap for them. Whatever it is that they feel, it's like a giant leap. It's like a leap into the next stage of the commitment. So what they're doing is, I think that in their life, Cancer, they are thinking about taking a giant leap for mankind. For man. I'm picking up mankind. Kind. That's why I'm picking up kind. Kind-hearted. What's going on with Cancer's partner? So you've got the Page of Coins. So I think that they're trying to take a giant leap towards something new, like a new. This is another message it's kind of like message. I think that they're on the phone a lot. I don't know why. It seems like your partner's on the phone a lot. So if they're on the phone to you, I'm picking up like a parking lot as well, like a parking meter, like a meetup, or a meet and greet, or meeting something to do with their work, like meeting financial. Some of them could be going through slight financial struggle. I wouldn't pick it up as struggle. It's a bit like people are offering them a job, but they don't look as if they really are interested. It's kind of like there's a common interest, but there's not. It's kind of like common people. So I'm picking up like pulp. Okay, so they're worried about something. Ten of Blades, they're worried about something. They're worried about whether their work life is going to be over and what they need to do in order to get out of some kind of financial struggle. It's definitely to do with money, 8 of Coins, but it's also still to do with this message that they have to give you. It's kind of like there's a message that they love you, but there's a worry around work and the stability of their work. It's like whether their work is going to be there for them or not. Because it's kind of like, it's kind of like I love you and there you are, okay? But in their life, they're worried about money for some reason. 8 of Coins. But the 8 of Coins is also about messages that they have to say. So I think that they're trying to tell you something about money, that either you're worried about money and they're saying don't be worried about money, because 8 of Coins is saying, well, I'm working and I'm building and I'm creating as much as I can to get as much as I can. But there's some worrying energy about money. So it's either they're worried about money or you're worried about money, and they're saying to you, listen, don't worry about that. It's fine. I've got everything underhand. Everything underhand, okay? So I think that your partner has got financial stability within parts of their job where they're saying to you possibly, or will do, that I've got everything underhand, so don't worry. Don't worry. Because I am picking up that worried feeling, but an unnecessary worry. Yeah, 3 of Wands. So they are stuck. This is a tracking. They're trying to track something down in their family as well. Or family are trying to track them down. If it's not, you're trying to track them down because you're probably worried about where they're going for work. Because this is tracking someone, okay? A tracking. No, I'm not picking up a tracking device, possibly, but more of like I'm tracking you down. So it's like I don't want to tell you something about that someone's bringing someone down. It's like, don't bring me down. I'm out. It's okay. Don't be worried, because I'm tracking I'm tracking something to do with money. I'm tracking. It's kind of like they're on their phone a lot, because I keep seeing them on their phone a lot. And it might be you that's on your phone a lot, tracking your partner down. Because it's like tracing one's steps as well, making sure that they're careful, because there's a careful energy around them. And it's like, be careful whilst you're out. 10 of Blades. These can be children that, if you've got children with them, they're worried a little bit about that. And this could be your energy that's coming through, as if to say, don't be worried. Don't be worried about children. I've got children underhand. I've got my children underhand. Don't worry about it. You go to work. But they're tracking a new career life in. It's kind of like. Oh, 7 of Swords. Someone takes a lot of money, because it's kind of like there is a tracking. Someone's tracking or trying to correct themselves. It's like a correctional 7 of Blades, because it's running into still tracking something down, which is money. It's like your partner is worried a lot. because you've got 8, which is like I'm going to be left at home, that you're leaving me. Because someone is definitely worried about being left, because you've got 7 and 10, which is 1. And it means it ends as it begins again. It's like it starts and then it finishes, and it starts and it finishes. So I think that your partner worries that work is very bitty. It's kind of like it's there and then it's not there. So it's a bit like being self-employed. Like it's there, then it's not there, then it's there, then it's not there. Okay? But I think that as a dynamic within both of you, because they're there and then they're not, that you feel that when they go out, they're doing something that they shouldn't do. Okay? So you would know that about your partner. Definitely, that you don't know what they do when they're out. Okay, now if you're not physically with them and that you've got the 2 of Cups with them, then there's some kind of distrustment, a trust, because I'm picking up like a trust fund. Like, I can't trust you with my money, because when I give you my money, you just seem to like spend it, overspend. So I don't know if this is what they're saying to you, because this is what's going on in their life. That there's some kind of worry about money, of like, are you going to overspend the amount of money that I can give you? So I need to keep an eye on you. I need to keep an eye on you, or you're saying that to them. But this would be a dilemma that you've spoke about. Because when you go out, I'm unsure who you're giving this money to, the Page of Coins. Like, it's like children are asking for, like, using you against one another for some. It's kind of like, well, I'm going to ask mum. And then it's like, well, then I'm going to ask your partner, like your husband or your partner. And I think this Page of Wands and this Page of Coins is the children. But I think some of them are playing each other, like you and your partner, against one another. Because there's some kind of like worrying about, well, did they take that? Did they just steal that? Because there's an energy that someone's feeling that they're tracking somebody, like tracking someone down. It's like they're trying to find out about their family here. But they're trying to find out about this work. Because it feels like, for some of you, I feel like the men are out a lot. They're out a lot. I think I'm getting cross-matched between men and women. I think that the men are out a lot. And when they're out a lot, the feminine energy gets worried, like, where are you going? Where are you going? Exactly who are you spending your time with? Now, if there's no worry around a loving relationship, then this worry is about who are you getting this money from? Because you seem to are the one have a lot of this money, but where's it coming from? But this job here seems to be the more stable job, because it's having to continue to look for work, but work is there if you want it, because it's there for the taking. And then there's a tracking something down that isn't as trustworthy. Now, if that's a dynamic with the 2 of Cups that you've got going with them, it's because you're mirroring one another of trust and distrust and trust and distrust. And I think that a dynamic within that is also that somebody has children. And there's a group of you that are all learning about this 7 of Swords. Because you might see a pattern that is forming within some of your family life as well. Because 7 is everybody that is possibly ever involved, where you start to realise that not everybody is as trusting as what you first thought. Okay? So there's a breathing space between when they go out and that you possibly worry about where they're going. And that I think some of this is worrying, not all of you, is who this 2 of Cups is actually with. Is it with you or is it with someone else? Okay? But not all of you is that's to do with love. That's really just to do with, like, money. About where's it coming from? Where is this stability of this relationship coming from? And where's this stability of this 2 of Cups really coming from? Because what's more important? the things that we really need, which is bread, food, water, roof over our head? Or is it anything that you might get in trouble with? Because that can get in trouble with the police, because there's a tracking. Someone's being like, as if they're being tracked for every movement that they take, every step that you take. And that some of that can be like children for some of you, like every step that you take. So what's going on with your partner is that I picked this, I'm sorry, but I picked this Ten of Blades up as you, Cancer, that are worrying about where your partner's going. If it's not, then it's your partner that's worried about where you're going. Because I'm getting like, I can't figure out whether it's you or them specifically where this is coming from, this 10 and this 7. Because that is still 8. That's still possible Leo with an air in their chart. Maybe. Okay? Could be Aquarian. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with Leo. Okay? But I would say that would be a Leo sun sign with air in their moon or rising. But either way, there's still there's still a need to get out, because it's 8. It's entrapped into one cycle of being worried about possible children as well. And where's this job coming from? There you go. 5 of coins. They are worried. Your partner is worried about financially supporting you and the children if you've got children together. They're worried about where their next lot of winnings is going to come from. It's kind of like trying to take a gamble and a risk. Your partner could very much be a risk taker, because they're doing it all for the family. For some, they're running away from taking a gamble, but they're running towards taking a gamble. So it's like I'm slightly worried, but I'm not worried, because who knows what money's involved, because you can't never tell how much someone's got through these cards. 13, which is 4, saving, protecting themselves. Some of you are protecting yourself from this person because you don't trust them, full stop. Some of you. Because this is like a law-abiding person that's not. It's like against the law. It's like I'm for the law, but I'm against it. Because this can be narcissism. This can be gaslighting. This is the 9 of Wands. Okay? This can be a lot of confusion about having to stand on one's own 2 feet. But there's also, this can be blood pressure, and this can be control and narcissism. And if you are going through that, then there's a lot of worry, because it's all stemming towards this 2 of Cups of mirroring, of being very unsure of what reading is true, what person's true, because you can get very confused, because you can start to look at everybody as controlling when you're awake, you know, and you can even start to question your own sanity and start to question yourself. But someone's being questioned. It's like someone's constantly being questioned about where you're going, what you're doing. And I think that if that is you that's questioning them, it's worrying them, because it's all to do with like financial support for the family if you are actually with your partner. And it's like a marriage or something. And I think that all of this reading at the moment is really all to do with money, because I can't stay away from money. And I think I channeled a little bit from that, which is I can't stay away from money. It's like I can't stop gambling for some. This is a physical gamble, and I can't physically stop the amount of money that I can win. It's kind of like I can't stop this amount of money that's coming in. I can't stop it. So I'm having to take a gamble because it's paying the way. So it feels like they're taking a gamble on life altogether because they're worried. Because some of you, This would be the males that are doing this. The males that are like a bit like Del Boy and Rodney, a bit like ducking and diving, like trying to avoid the law physically, try to avoid the law, and it's worrying about being monitored, because this is a monitor or a tracking device. If your partner has a tracking device on them, then it's being monitored. Because I'm picking up like a PC monitor, like a monitor of worried about whether someone's being watched via a phone. Because I keep picking up like a phone tracker and someone's on like a phone device. And that might be your partner's energy that's coming through to say that they are possibly not doing... To be honest, it feels like the men are doing this for you to support your children, possibly, and that they're worried, but they're ducking and diving. Now, if you're not with your partner and you're going through a lot of distrust with them, then that's the Nine of Wands of like trying to separate yourself away from this here, because this is headed out. This is like, I'm wounded warrior. This is Chiron in Aries, really, but this is Leo to me. But the wounded warrior once were warriors. So I'm picking up like, all right, bro, bro. From I'm trying to think where it's from. I'm hearing Sydney, Australia, and I'm hearing I forget the name of the place. But once were warriors. I keep hearing once were warriors. Warrior. It's kind of like your person is possibly not as trusting as what you think. But there's love there. There's like, I can't detach myself away from this person. This is why I think that you're actually with them. If you're not, then it's a lot of like, I can't really tell. I can't really tell. Someone could be called Terry or Tell. Tell? Like Terry or short for Tell. Telltales. Telltales. Someone tells tales. Like they tell you that they're out, but they're actually out somewhere else. And also out of pocket, where they spend just as much as they possibly earn. It's like it's all there and then it's gone. And then it's living from one day to the next. Some of your partners are homeless. Because it's like having to live from one day to the next. Just trying to get through. I think that's more of I'm just trying to get by. Because this person's just trying to get by everybody. Okay? And I think that what they're doing is that they're just trying to get by. By doing something illegal. Possibly. Illegal. So I'm just trying to get by. Because it's really support for you, who I love. But my work life is not quite up to par of what it should be. Nine of Wands. So I'm just having to trying to get by. Okay, these are short and sweet ones. Okay, I have been doing them for an hour, but I'm going to cut them down so I can catch up with everybody else. Okay, but we will just quickly clarify this Seven of Blades. What's this Seven of Blades for? Seven of Blades, yeah. Someone is being offered something. What are they being offered? Your partner's being offered something. It's kind of like they're refusing to do anything differently. Sorry. Definitely Leo in someone's chart, possibly. This can be stubborn energy. What's this? What are they being offered? What's this Four of Cups? If they're with someone else, they've got a Two of Cups with someone else, and you're going through this. 4, 5, 6. It's a lot to do with their family as well. What's this Four of Cups? Please clarify this Four of Cups. Four of Cups is to do with this twin flame relationship that people get in, okay? It's all about personal growth. Trust me when I tell you that I've been through 6 connections to get to my perfect partner. Took a very long time, did. So everything that I give you, trust me when I tell you that it comes from wisdom as much as what it does of clarity of channeling. But they are being offered by another soulmate, 6 here. If you're going for a complete dilemma with them, then they are. And if they're not, then they're going through well, they're going through like a lot of stuff to do with like being given a lot of things as children and stuff like that, that they were given everything that they wanted, and they have formed this like take feeling because they just take and take. And I think through their family heritage that they have been given exactly what they want, and that they've been given a home, and they're being offered some kind of like, you might be offering them this Four of Wands, which is like a different place of residency to live at, okay? But this can also be prison. This can also be facing a prison sentence here, because that's the behind bars. And they don't know what they want, this Fool energy, because they can be very demanding about what they want everything to go in their favour about this new beginning, meaning like I'm refusing. So if you don't know about your partner and you think that they're, or no, you have to really know that, okay, because I don't want to lead people into illusion. But what's going on in their life is that they're definitely being offered something from somebody, which is a new beginning, which is this Four of Wands or twin flame. If you're going through that complete dilemma, then they're being offered by another person, and you've got a karmic soul tie with somebody, okay? It's not a karmic partner or a karmic anything. It is, we've all got karma, good and bad, but they're being offered by a soul tie of something that they've got going on with someone that keeps offering them this new beginning, and it's probably winding you up if you're in that, okay? And there's a lot of blowing hot and cold, feeling hot, cold. I'm picking up blood pressure for some, okay, hot and cold symptoms, where 1 minute they're hot and then the next minute they're not, and 1 minute they're hot and the next minute they're not. I keep picking up hot, as in like hot-handed, court appearance. This could be a court appearance for court, physical jail sentence. They could be facing that. If it isn't, it's a lot to do with them ducking and diving and doing things that they shouldn't. Because that's the 4 and the 2, which is the 6 of Cups. It's a lot to do with family that is all involved, where they're asking for their family's opinion. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Really enjoyed the style of reading. Thank you. Louise. But they're being offered from from their family that are intervening, that are telling them this and that are telling them that, and they're like, no, until I get my own way, that I'm not. And it's all to do with this from their family as well. Like they're getting it from all directions. Your partner, if you can trust them and you know, it's because their family have got a lot to say about this home sale of this house or a department or an apartment. They're going through a lot of stuff that they don't trust people at work, but they probably think that it's all them when it's always about you. Everything of life is about personal growth. You cannot avoid karma ever, because it's about personal growth. That's what karma's there for, to teach you a lesson of personal growth and boundaries. And until one learns one lesson, you continue to be the same way. But it will continue to happen until it's ready and time for you to get it. Okay? Because you'll just reflect a mirror of a lesson back to something else or someone else or a situation in life that you'll just run into. That's why the 7 always runs into more conflict until it learns to be lucky. Lucky number 7, you know. So it can have a lot of stuff going on in their head, or your head, about who to trust in life in general. But your partner, they're going through like a dilemma with someone that's stubborn in their life. And or if it isn't, and this is you offering this cup from this 4 to them, that you don't know which way to go because you've got a twin flame soulmate relationship with them, this would be you wanting that new beginning. And however that's going to turn out, I'm really not sure, because I'm going to have to end the reading. Okay? But things will pick up. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out below and I can focus on your energy more. Things are going to change. I really hope that you like the music, which is Lucid Dream Tarot music that you can find right towards the bottom. And I really hoping for people's support with that channel. I really do. But hopefully you like it. There will be loads of different kinds of music. But things are going to change. I'm going to do a 2020 reading after Christmas, okay? And you can find those over on Patreon. But things are going to change. I'm going to do quick fire rounds here. And there'll be different readings that will be free on here. But the majority of the other readings will be on Patreon. But I really can't tell you how I'm going to do it. Vimeo is going to be closed because that is going to cost me £250 to get that. And I don't want Vimeo anymore, so I've ended that one. But that is still there if you want to watch monthlies and bi-weeklies. They are still there from the month, okay? But at the moment, this is just a reading for you, Cancer. I really hope that you're okay, and I will try to do my best to focus on a reading for you if you want a personal one, okay? And yeah, that's it. Thanks very much, Cancer, and I'll catch you again soon, guys. Peace.